We're crazy about his products, and we're excited to talk with you about these new items we have for you today.
Right. Yep. And if you are interested in any of the products,
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle.
hell yeah, you are my friend. And my name's Joe. What's going on, everybody?
And like I said, welcome back to the channel. Today, we have another review for you. Super excited to talk with you guys about this one. So we are talking about Damn Yankee Beard Co. We've done a few different reviews for you. This one is definitely special. We have a brand new product, really something really cool that we want to talk with you guys about. And then we have two separate lines that we want to go over with you. And then before we let you go for the intro, really exciting announcement. We have actually taken Damn Yankee Beard Co. on as a new affiliate. So that's really exciting. We've been working with Pete for a little while now, testing products, doing reviews. Really love what he's doing. So it's a really exciting announcement. We're honored to be affiliated with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you are interested in any of the products that we are talking about today, Beard Talk 15 is going to save you 15%. As Kyle said, we are so excited to be affiliated with such an awesome company. But before we begin, hang tight after this intro and we'll be right back.
All right, guys, welcome back from the intro. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. The two new lines that we have that we're going to go over first. The first one is back to school. Let me show off the sticker that comes with Damn Yankee when you place an order. And then the other one is Carnival of Souls. Always appreciate those stickers. So many people love them. And of course, great artwork there.
For sure. And that one's good for with fall and Halloween coming up. It definitely fits that. And obviously kids are back in school, so I love it. And I will start right off by saying with the back to school series, I love that these are going to be Harry Potter inspired. I am a huge fan of the Harry Potter series. Every November, me and my wife, we open up our Blu-ray collection and we watch all those movies. We do that literally every year. It's the first thing we watch after we get through our horror movies. So that's definitely something that stands out to me and something that I really like. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into these prices really quick. So there are two different oil options that Damn Yankee now offers. You have their Sterling blend, which is a blend that is really good for like gray, red, white, silver beards. And then you also have their normal original blend. The Sterling series is going to run you at $17.99 for an oil. And then the regular series is going to be, I believe, $16.99 if I'm not mistaken. And then the one butter that we're going to talk about that runs at $11.99. And then we have one special item at the very end that we're going to talk about that also runs at $11.99. So yeah, let's not waste any time and let's start off with the back to school series. So as I showed off, these are the 4 oils that we will be talking about. And we'll show those off a little bit closer as we go through each individual scent. But like I mentioned, Harry Potter inspired, very cool. So let's go ahead and start off with our first scent here. And this is a scent that is called Butterbeer. And that's what that guy looks like right over there. And just to kind of show you what the rest of the label looks like. And as you can see, you got that cool little picture there too. And then you got the white top, amber bottle. I really like the white top with the black. I really think that looks really sharp there on that cap. What do you think of the presentation?
Yeah, oh, really crispy. Love the angle, you know, 'tis the season type of thing, but all of them just really stand out on the shelf. You can definitely tell the time Pete puts into all this stuff. So it definitely shows.
Cool.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and dive right into Butterbeer. I will read all the scent profiles are on here. You know, Joe and I really appreciate that for all the products. So this is butterscotch, rum, and spices. I'll kick it off and say this scent isn't for everyone. This one is very unique. It's very strong. You get that butterscotch and that rum. It almost hits you in the face. In bottle, I was like, whoa, too much for me. Once you get it in beer, though, it does calm down. It's more, I don't know, attainable, I guess, for everyone. It's not as crazy, but butterscotch rum heavy for sure in this one. Were you getting the same thing, Joe?
Yeah, definitely butterscotch heavy, super sweet coming out of the bottle. But as you have it in beer and throughout the day, that sweetness starts to wear off. And then the spice and the rum kind of, poke its head out and it stands out a little bit more. I actually really like the balance of the spice in there. It sounds like I think I like this scent a little bit more than you did. Maybe just a little bit something that is a little bit more up my alley. I thought it was really well done. And again, if you know the Harry Potter series, and you know exactly what butterbeer is, it's like the popular drink that the characters read in the book and in the movies. And yeah, I think he nailed it. When I smell this, I can picture what it is that they're drinking in the movie, and that's something that I can really, really appreciate. Definitely a fun scent, not an everyday wear scent by any means, but I really, really liked it.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next one, which is Forbidden Forest. That's what that looks like. And this one is cedar, spruce, and moss. Again, really, really unique. This one was a little too outdoorsy for me. I liked it, but this is you got to be like an outdoor laying in the woods type of guy to really enjoy this. I did. I liked it. It's very outdoorsy for me, so I wouldn't wear this every day, but for what he's going with, for what Pete from Damn Yankee was going for, I thought he nailed it. I do think there would definitely be an audience for this scent. I just don't know if it's for me on a regular basis.
Yeah, for an outdoor scent, I enjoyed it. I the only thing I would say is I wish the cedar was toned down a little bit. I think the cedar does take over. I would love to see maybe a little bit more of the spruce and definitely a little bit more of the moss. However, though, still over time, the cedar dies down and then the other two, start to show up a little bit more. But I think up front, I would like it to be just a little bit more evenly balanced. But it does tell a pretty good, story, in your beard as far as what a true outdoor scent would be. If you're an outdoors guy and you love these kind of scents, this is definitely one that you will want to consider for sure.
Right. So the next one is restricted section. That's what that looks like there. So again, these are all super strong, super unique scents. You got to respect it. Old books, mahogany, and leather. Old books. That's really cool. Yeah. So this one is absolutely a leather scent. The mahogany for me gives it that touch of manly, that touch of cologne type. But if you're a leather fan, you would like this. I definitely enjoyed this one. Again, just like the first one we went over, the butterbeer, really, really strong in bottle, but calmed down pretty quickly for me. So again, if you're a leather guy, you will like this one. I thought it was really cool. Well executed.
Yeah. I have become a leather guy and I've absolutely just really started to love leather. This was my favorite out of the 4 scents that we were talking about. And I got everything in this scent. It definitely tells a story of of a library. And that's what the restricted section basically is in the Harry Potter movies. It's a section of the library that only certain people are allowed to go to. And when it comes with the old books, imagine sitting in a library and you open up like an older book and you smell, those pages. It just has a unique smell to it. The leather really pops out to kind of represent maybe the leather binding of a book. And then the mahogany, I think of mahogany tables in there. This just tells such an awesome story and I get every little bit of it. One of my favorite scents that Damn Yankee has ever come out with. So this is our 3rd video. This is one of my favorites that we've ever covered for sure.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you like that one. So this next one, which is the last one from this series, was my personal favorite. This one is pumpkin juice. And what's really cool about this one is there is not pumpkin in it, which is cool. I'm not a huge pumpkin guy. Apple, oak barrel, and spices. This one to me screams Halloween, screams fall time, which I like. You get that citrusy, sweet, fruity from the apple right off the bat, and then there's back tones of those spices, and that combination to me is just killer. It's a really pleasant scent, especially in the fall time. Is that what you were getting, Joe? Again, apple right up front, spices on the back end.
Yes, apple is definitely the star of this one, and it is fresh. I mean,
Yeah.
super fresh, just picked off of the tree type fresh. It smells really, really good, like a Granny Smith type apple. The oak barrel is pretty unique. When I think of like oak, it's more of like it's a little bit more of like a smoky type wood. And then the spices do come up, pretty nice to really bring everything together. But the apple is definitely the star of the show. Really one of the better fall scents to come out so far that we've tried and covered for 2021.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely one of my all-time favorite fall scents.
Nice.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Carnival of Souls. Now, this is the tube that it comes in.
Yeah.
Churros, as you can see, is one of them. And this is a first. You gotta respect it when beard companies, especially for reviewers like us, are throwing us stuff we've never seen before, or at least, us two have never seen before. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's a really cool, smoky dropper top, but look at that lid. It's got literally a rusty lid.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I like about it. The rust did not go everywhere. It wasn't like a mess by any means. I could take this off and have nothing on my fingers, which I liked. But this was just so cool. The presentation was so cool on this one. Really liked it. And the good news is these are both Carnival food sweet scents. They were both great. This first one is churros. And again, the scent profile is on the bottle. Can't say how much I respect that. Fried dough and cinnamon sugar. If you've ever had a churros, it's churros, right? Am I pronouncing that right?
I believe so. Churros,
right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it smells like. Here's the thing I like about this one. It's not overly sweet. I'm getting more of the cinnamon sugar with back notes of the dough, but the dough is not super sweet like a cake. That's what I really like about it. This one did not last a real long time in my beard like the other ones, which lasted all day. But for a sweet, foodie smell, in my opinion, they shouldn't, which I really like. What do you think about them, Jeff?
Yeah.
Or churros?
Yeah. So first and foremost, I got to give a quick shout out to Pete. When we received this, I messaged him and told him right off the bat how cool the presentation was. And what I loved about Pete was his self-awareness. He said one of the things that he was worried about with the rusted tops, and this is what the butter looks like, and we'll talk about it too, also has that rust theme, was the one thing that he wanted to make sure though is when you take the cap off that it didn't leave any rust, particles in your products. So far from what we can tell, there has not been any sort of experience in that, especially in the butter. I know the oil is going to be a little bit harder, but with the restrictor top, that does help a little bit as well. So far have not run into that issue. So I do want to give a shout out to Pete for at least being self-aware and thinking about that before just automatically going with the cool look. But yeah, presentation of that is absolutely great. And with that said, we start off with churros, right?
Churros.
I know my mind was like everywhere. So yeah, the churros, definitely a fun scent. Churros is actually one of my favorite, it's like a dessert. It's a Hispanic Spanish, dessert that you can find. And it smells exactly what it is. It's a unique fried dough and it's a heavy hitter with the cinnamon, but it's not like a fireball, cinnamon or like a big red type gum cinnamon that is too much.
Right.
I mean, it's just like just a perfect fried dough treat in your beard. Again, with these food scents, they're not going to be everyday scents, but when you want to do something funky, something fun, you want to maybe consider something like this. I love the balance between the fried dough aspect and the cinnamon with it for sure.
Yeah. All right. So the next and last scent is kettle corn. And I got to tell you, this one might be my favorite out of all of these. Here's why. So the description says caramel popcorn. But what I love, when I hear caramel popcorn have a beard oil, I'm like, all right, it's going to be super sweet. It's going to be over the top. Same rusted lid, just like Joe showed you. Honestly, I'm picking up that kettle corn, but I'm picking up the caramel just on the back end. I'm mainly getting a gentle, soft popcorn scent. You know how when you walk by a popcorn stand, but you don't see it, but you smell it? Mm-hmm. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's not overpowering. Generally speaking, I like my scents a little more calmed down these days. And this was great. This lasted like 3-4 hours. That's perfect for me. Really soft, really gentle, and not over the top. Some food scents smell great, but they're just too much. This was perfect in my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. I got more of like, I thought that there was going to be, a lot of sweetness with this, with the caramel. And really, I got more of like a butter explosion smell from the popcorn. And I actually like that. When I eat kettle corn, I actually more prefer to eat like the normal original kettle corn rather than like the caramel kettle corn that's out there, because it can, as good as it is, it's still really sweet. I like the fact that it's not caramel heavy and that it's more of that buttery popcorn feel. I just think it makes it more fun, and I think it represents a carnival a little bit better. But the caramel that he did add was a nice little touch just to make it a little bit more than just a one-dimensional popcorn scent. I think he nailed it. For two food scents that we know that we're not going to wear every day, there's still scents that we know that we want to, at least go back to once in a while if we want something good and fun in our beer.
Yeah. Another thing is you have two different lines here. The average person's not going to buy all of them, but out of both lines, I think almost anyone can pick something they really like because they're all so different, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
So if you haven't, I would say check out our last review when we talk about Damn Yankee Butter. It's like that hybrid poured whipped mix. It was on my top butter or whipped butter list. Love it, but go ahead and check it out. We're not going to get into too much detail about that on this video.
Yeah. But that is what it looks like. See, to me, I know Kyle, does mention, and I get where he means with the hybrid scent, but to me, this is what a true, I would identify it as a true whipped that has the ability to, I don't want to say hold, but
a little more like a dense whipped kind of.
Yeah, it's more of a dense whipped, but it's definitely a whipped butter.
Yeah, it's I love the butter. Well, like I said, we went into the detail last video, but absolutely love that butter. Okay, so excited to talk with you guys about this. I was pleasantly surprised with this. So this is Damn Yankee's shit show.
Hard in our language, but it's
hard in our language, right? Let me go ahead and just read the instructions on this for you. So directions: shake well, spray 3 to 5 times into the toilet's water surface, 4 to 6 times if you've had tacos. Proceed with your dirty, shameful business as usual. Flush and bask in the aroma of 100% all natural essential oils. So I believe this is, I've never tried it personally, but it's called like poopery, something like that, where again, you just spray it in the water, do your business, and it eliminates the smell. So I've never tried this stuff before. So I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's funny, whatever. This stuff works. I was so shocked. I tested this thoroughly. And Joe and I have talked about how we love to eat, how we love barbecuing and stuff like that. This stuff came in handy. It is called a citrus scent. Let me give it a quick shake. It smells phenomenal.
We'll have to talk on our live stream about what testing thoroughly means, like what your process was. So every Thursday night, 9:00 p.m. on YouTube, we do have a channel or a stream. So who knows, maybe we'll talk about our processes on testing this.
So this is called, real quick, let me see if I can get it to focus. Nope, right there. It's called Toilet Distankifier. Is what Pete is calling it. This is also $11.99. I know it sounds funny, guys. Honestly, it works. So I just finished my basement. My wife and I, we have a full bathroom down there. So I'm like showing people everything. And this is where I kept it. And this is where I tested. I did, again, like 3 to 5 sprays. It did not, it smelled good. When you flush the toilet, you get the oils really rolling and you could smell that citrus. It smelled really nice. Joe, your thoughts?
So here's what I'm using this for. I am bringing this with me if I'm going certain places, okay?
Ooh,
because we always keep a can of Febreze and all that in our bathroom, so we really don't have to worry about the smell of our own bathrooms. But imagine going to your in-laws' house or your girlfriend's parents' house, and for whatever reason they do not have Febreze in there, but you have to do business. How embarrassing is it when you do a number 2 and there's nothing to make that bathroom smell good, and that either your girlfriend or boyfriend's mom or dad is walking in right after you? I am bringing this with me. This is clutch. I love the citrus scent. It is a lemon. It's like a lemon peel, a grapefruit, and a lemongrass. So the lemongrass is what I love that he added that because it's a stronger, longer lasting citrus, whereas like the lemon and the grapefruit would wear down. That's what I'm using this for. I am taking it on certain occasions just in case there isn't a can of Febreze or Glade available. I love this product for sure.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I absolutely loved it. So, guys, that is all the products, all the scents, 2 different lines. Again, our new affiliate discount code, we do get a small kickback, is Beer Talk 15. We'll throw that below. And then, of course, we'll throw the link to Damn Yankee Beard Co. in the description. So you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourselves. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you think about the scents. Also, let us know what you think about this. Because like I said, I was not expecting it to work nearly as well as it did. Have you ever tried anything like that? Is that something that you would purchase? Now I'm just curious. So, Joe, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I'm happy to be affiliated with Damn Yankee. You know, we've heard about them for a long time. We were actually really late to the party on having them in our beards, and now within a few months, we're already 3 videos in. That just says a lot about how we feel about Pete and his company doing some awesome things. So,
well said.
Thank you, Pete, for giving us a chance. And yeah, we'll see what Pete continues to bring to the table.
All right, guys, that's all the time that we have for you today. As always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Shit show out.